Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television. A reminder of our major stories. Federal High Court orders permanent forfeiture of 7.6 billion naira allegedly linked to former Petroleum Minister Desiani Alison Madueke. Concerned Nigerian group demands the repatriation of Desiani Alison Madueke to defend corruption charges brought against her by the EFCC. President Muhammadu Buhari expresses satisfaction with the improvements recorded in the economy in the last couple of months. And flooding may get worse in the U.S. state of Texas as waters continue to rise following heavy storms that has displaced more than 2,000 people. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website. It's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have access to the Eyewitness feature with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. And talking about pictures, here are some of them you sent into our Eyewitness portal. Let's begin with this one from Lagos. It's at the Onibungu area. It shows women and children on the street begging motorists. Our Eyewitness wants this practice discouraged. And still in Lagos is this image from Ketu Ojota Axis showing long queues. According to our Eyewitness reporter, this is the usual state of things on this road most of the time, especially in the evening, and he wants some lasting solutions preferred. And finally is this picture from Maguru in Ogun State showing the bad state of the road there. Our Eyewitness reporter says that the road used to be better than this until truck drivers began to use it as an alternative route. He wants something done about it, and urgently too. We thank you for sending in those images and we do encourage you to keep them coming. The Lagos State government has begun the destruction of distressed buildings in some areas. The first phase, which consists mainly of buildings on Lagos Island, will be pulled down manually because of its proximity to others. Our correspondent, Ini John Mekwa, reports that the building owners are expected to pay the cost of the demolition to reclaim their land.
Lagos Island is the first port of call for the special team of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPCA, as they begin the implementation of the demolition of distressed and abandoned buildings. 13 buildings have been earmarked on the island for the first phase, and it begins at number 152 Adeniji Adele Street, a building which has been categorized as distressed.
A building that is structurally defective. I mean, a building is supposed to last X number of years, give you good service, it has to be safe and secure. But when you now start seeing cracks on the building, exposed reinforcement, and it's obvious that this building could come down anytime. It can't do what it's supposed to do. It becomes distressed.
After what the agency describes as ample notice to the building owners, which in some cases lasts for months, some occupants wait till the last minute before vacating the buildings. However, many appreciate the demolition.
Even in our street here, I thought there's a lot of houses or buildings in these streets that needs to be demolished.
A But some building owners do not share this joy because of the demolition fee, which is at least 100,000 depending on the size of the building.
Just render service. We'll help you demolish it, remove the structure, remove the distressed building. We'll communicate the cost of removal to you. Once you reimburse the Govt state government within 90 days, the land still is yours. But the law says if after 90 days of demanding for the refund of money that has been spent, you are yet to refund the government, or we didn't hear anything from you, then the land starts forfeited to the Govt state government. The
exercise is to extend to Surulere, Amuwodofi, Ojo, Ebutemeta, among other areas in the metropolis. Ini John Mekwa reporting for Channels Television News.
To Abuja studios now, where Malpe is standing by. Hello, Malpe.
Hello, Melinda. After several hours of voting, delegates at the People's Democratic Party primaries today elected a former secretary to the state government, Oseloka Obaze, as the party's flag bearer in the forthcoming governorship election in November. Obaze garnered 672 votes to defeat his closest rival, Alex Obi-Ogbolu, who scored 190 votes, while the third candidate, Ifeanyi Uba, polled 94 votes. Now, three aspirants, John Emeka, Linda Ekpeazu, and Akaolisa Ufodike, earlier withdrew their interest in picking up the party's ticket, while former aviation minister Stella Odua was absent at the primaries. 958 delegates participated in the elections.
Total number of accredited delegates 958. Total number of votes cast 958. Valid votes 956. 8 valid votes 2. And by the powers of our constitution and the electoral guideline for these DDP primaries in Anambra State, I, Mweze David Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State, and the Chief Returning Officer for this primary, hereby declare Obaze Oseleka Ewe, who having scored lawful votes of 672, the winner of this PDP primary, and is hereby called as the candidate of the party.
Oh, we're staying with politics. There's a fresh call for Nigeria to adopt a regional system of government in the wake of agitations for restructuring, as some governors from the south believe this system will improve Nigeria's socio-economic integration and political alignment. They were speaking at a meeting in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. Our correspondent Emmanuel Erei reports.
Some governors of the states in the south, and the southeast exchanged pleasantries on arrival for their meeting in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The host governor, Nyesom Wike, leads his guests to the brick house section of the state government house, perhaps to get them ready for the meeting. It's now time for serious business, as the governors and some deputies assemble for what is to be a crucial meeting.
There is the reality of the dearth of infrastructure in this our region, especially federal roads in the two regions. Indeed, federal presence in the regions is very minimal and only noticeable in the presence of policemen. Regrettably, we, especially the South-South region and the Southeast, are also the cash cow of the federal government.
Let us be confident in the rightness of our cause and clear in our considerations that we have been and will continue to be worse off without the will to exploit our political and economic complementarities to drive our ways into political, economic, and social prosperity. Above all, we must continue to demand for the devolution of powers and resources to the states, as well as the institutionalization of state police. Now there is national consensus on these issues.
And after all said and done, the chairman of the forum touches on some areas of interest, reaffirming their commitment to the unity of the country.
Nigeria is a country that we all love and we all have a passion for, and that we'll do everything to maintain the unity and oneness in this country. We also touch on certain issues concerning the current review of Constitution, and that would actually let our position known, which will put it down in writing and then communicate to the entire country in due course.
The governors also condemned the use of hate speeches in individual communication and by political actors. 7 governors and 4 deputy governors were in attendance, with the next meeting scheduled to hold in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on October the 8th. Emmanuel Irei, Channels Television News.
When the news at 10 returns, Nigeria's Senate gets firm commitment from U.S. Congress on sale of arms. Join us again.